Sometimes there's no star shining, scouting the edge of the universe. Sometimes you can't see your horizon between the ocean and the earth. Just when you were thinking about slinking down, I'm gonna pull you up, I'm gonna pull you around.
May I remind you of that scene? The spirit is our gasoline. May I remind you of that scene? We were arms aloft in Aberdeen. May I remind you of that scene? That a million miracles be. May I remind you of that scene?
And you say living ain't nothing but hassles in a manila envelope rain, and driving cold all night to Newcastle, scared to be a repetitive strain. Just when you thought you're going down the drain.